रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है ये किधर गैलरी में लगा रहा
We're watching
है गैलरी में लगा
documentary powered by YouTube production.
अरे बीच में एक दूसरा
At his confirmation hearing with the Senate, President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, likened China's island building to Russia's annexation of Crimea from Ukraine, and added that U.S. will build islands in the South China Sea. He said we're going to have to send China a clear signal that first, the island building stops, and second, your access to those islands also is not going to be allowed. They are taking territory or control or declaring control of territories that are not rightfully China's.
We're going to have to send China a clear signal that first, the island building stops, and second, your access to those islands is also not going to be allowed.
He added that China's actions were extremely worrisome, and the U.S. failure to respond has allowed them to keep pushing the envelope in seas that carry $5 trillion of trade annually. A naval blockade happened during the Cuban Missile Crisis. In October 1962, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev decided to agree to Cuba's request to place nuclear missiles in Cuba to deter future harassment of Cuba. An agreement was reached during a secret meeting between Khrushchev and Fidel Castro in July 1962, and construction of a number of missile launch facilities started later that summer. These missile preparations were confirmed when an Air Force U-2 spy plane produced clear photographic evidence of medium range SS-4 and intermediate range R-14 ballistic missile facilities. The United States established a military blockade to prevent further missiles from entering Cuba. It announced that they would not permit offensive weapons to be delivered to Cuba and demanded that the weapons already in Cuba be dismantled and returned to the USSR. After a long period of tense negotiations, an agreement was reached between President John F. Kennedy and Khrushchev. Publicly, the Soviets would dismantle their offensive weapons in Cuba and return them to the Soviet Union, subject to United Nations verification, in exchange for a U.S. public declaration and agreement never to invade Cuba again without direct provocation. Secretly, the United States also agreed that it would dismantle all U.S.-built Jupiter MRBMs, which were deployed in Turkey and Italy against the Soviet Union but were not known to the public.
तेरा कुछ भी लाइक भी नहीं डाला मेरे को